I wanted to talk to you about Splinterlands. Uh, I'm on my way, I'm at lunch, and I figured I'd take a few minutes just to chat with you, tell you about it. Now, Splinterlands, basically it's changing my life. The opportunity that's in Splinterlands has just been outstanding, and I would definitely love to thank the developers for creating such an amazing project. It, you know, I can't thank them enough. It's been a fantastic journey so far. I've been playing for just over a year, and it's just been non-stop excitement and not only fun to play the game, but to collect these NFTs and add them to my wallet. Now, this is something you're going to want to take a look at. You don't want to miss out. If you take a look, even on was it Cointelegraph, more and more articles you'll start to see about NFT games and collecting NFTs. And instead of just having a picture that you collect and that you have, you can actually collect these NFTs and play them, put them into this game, and they interact. The devs did a great job of making the environment interact with each other. You're going to be missing out on a wave that's going to, really promote and push the cryptocurrency integration. I was just looking today, and on there was an article that came out on Cointelegraph, and they were talking about even was Electronic Arts or some of the other companies. The CEO there was talking about that this is definitely the wave of the future. You're going to see a lot of these mainstream video game companies start to get involved with NFT-based games where people, get to keep their assets, get to keep them in their wallet. And the games like Splinterlands that are one of the original OG NFT games, or the ones that are going to be really successful. There's just so many players in them. They're fun, and there's so many ways to interact with your NFTs that can generate income for you. It's surely shocking. Say that 17 times fast. It's surely shocking in the value that they're bringing the players, and it's the type of thing you don't want to miss out on. This is how many people come to my Telegram channel or leave notes on my YouTube videos? Gee, I wish I was able to get Bitcoin when it was only at $10 or $100 or $1,000. This is your opportunity. I'm telling you now. Don't discount this. I'm telling you now. This is your opportunity to put in a small amount of assets, a small amount of liquidity, and be able to build on it. There's the cryptocurrency Splinterlands coin that interacts with the game, that's actually going to be used inside the game. And there's a lot of airdrops that are going on right now. So if you have assets, you can get those coins by having assets in the game, by having the cards, and all you have to do is sign up. Now you can sign up and play with the initial cards that come with the startup, just to get your feet wet. Don't cost you anything. Just kind of understand how it works. You're gonna want to visit the DigitSpin Telegram group, DigitSpin Furious Chickens. You can look that up. It'll be if you type in Splinterlands, you'll see the DigitSpin Furious Chickens. A lot of people have been joining the Telegram group to learn, to understand the basics, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this game. Not only can you play, just if you just like playing the game, you'll be able to just play it, and you can earn some dark energy crystals, which have a value. They're about a penny a piece. And in the lower levels, you might make 3 or 4, 5 dark energy crystals per hand that you play. In a hand you can play in a minute or a couple minutes, and you can earn those. But the nice thing about it is, at the end of every 2-week period, you get I believe it's 2 weeks, you get a treasure chest reward. So the higher up you are in the game, the more treasure chests you get, and inside those you can get more cards. Now you have to buy a spell book. Yeah, you can play on a smartphone. There, a question was asked: can it be played on a smartphone? Yes, it can be played on a smartphone. Absolutely. And World Citizens out there, good to see you. Hi, Dino. I play the game, but not at a high level. I've heard people making huge gains. Yeah, world class. It literally, I feel like I received a second chance. I missed out on getting Bitcoin at $100, but I feel like I've gotten a second chance, and I'm so grateful to Dr. Agrode and to Matt for being such visionaries, to be able to put together not only a fun, interactive, and thoughtfully made game, but to wrap it around an ecosystem that can just generate more and more value through the playing of the game, or just holding on to the assets. And the nice thing about it, cards, like always, like always, you go, I should have got more, and you laugh. Just 6 months ago, I was able to get cards for pennies. 1 to 5 cents you could get cards, and these cards are now 35, 70 cents. I got rusty androids. I bought rusty androids that were just littered all over the place. Nobody wanted them, but I wanted to be able to put them on the land so that they could collect and gather resources off the lands that I'll be able to sell. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna splurge, big time guy. They were a penny a piece. I was like, yeah, I'll get a whole $4 worth. I'm gonna get 400 of these things, and going back, I knew they would increase in price, but going back, I just completely underestimated. I should have bought tens of thousands. What, I spent a whopping $4, big spender. But at the time, I thought that was success. I thought that was a comfortable place to be, and I just clearly underestimated it. And I'm trying to let you guys know I ain't making that mistake again, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just not gonna make that mistake again. I've learned a lot, and what I spent $4 on, is worth significantly more, when it's almost 50 cents a pop now, or what have you. And the price can go up and down, but they're going to be in demand because people are going to want to put them on the plots. So the new Chaos Legion, everybody's collecting assets, keeping them in the game so that they can get vouchers. See, the problem is if they just released the new cards, people would just buy them up. You get a pack for $4, and you get 5 cards in it. Now, the card could be worth 30 cents. It could be worth a couple of hundred when you pop it open, depending on what you get. and the value of these cards will go up as time goes along. It's kind of a bell curve there. They start off probably higher than they should because there's not that many packs open, and as the millions of packs get open, people start liquidating the ones that they don't want, and there's tens of thousands or 100,000 of them out there for sale, and they sell really cheap. And then once those start disappearing and being burnt, because you can make your card worth so much more by leveling it up, and it now has the power of all those cards behind it. And what happens is it burns those cards. So you want to take your card from level 1, your NFT from level 1 to a level 2 card, you might need 10 of them plus the original, so you'll need 11, and it'll burn 10 of the cards, and it tears them up, gets rid of them, but now that card that you have is now worth the value of 11 cards. So if it was a $1 card, you got 11 of them, spent $11. Now that card is worth $11, and this basically has an effect of burning. It's like a built-in burning mechanism, and there's less and less cards, and then they become more and more valuable as time goes along, especially if it's a good playing card, because you can make funds with it. Let's see what kind of questions you guys got here. Yep. Let's see here. This is a Splinterlands video. I'm not going to discuss Electronium on this video, but the only thing I can say is that you can use your Electronium to buy. So you can go into your wallet, and you can say you want to buy credits, or you want credits so that you can buy packs of cards, or you want to buy loose cards in the market. So you can say, hey, I want $100 worth of credits, and you can then make the payment with Electronium. So the game does accept Electronium, which is really nice. You can take it. The guys, when we first started the Digit Spin Furious Chickens Telegram group, the first 10 guys or whatever, we decided to go together, and we all put in, it was like 150,000 Electronium each, and we bought a whole region of land together. So we spent at the time, we spent maybe $1,000 a piece, but that 10 grand that we spent as a group, a region sold last week for $700,000. 700,000 it sold for, and there's one other region for sale, and it's $1 million. So we're real happy with our purchase that we did with Electronium on Splinterlands. As a group, we're real happy with that. It's not realized value at the moment, unless you sell it. But the nice thing about it is that it's an asset in the game, and having an asset in the game right now, you're getting airdrops of Splinterlands coins. So the guys are real happy with that. The airdrops that the airdrop coins that we're getting, basically have surpassed the initial cost of buying the region itself to begin with. So ultimately, these are the types of interactive abilities that the coin has created, and the game has created through the brilliance of Matt and Agrode, to make this an opportunity that I haven't seen in crypto in a long time, and that I never had the opportunity to experience. So it's pretty spectacular. Would you say it might be worth to invest some ETM? My fiat funds are non-existent. So world class. Yeah. So that goes back to my last sentence or paragraph. My initial purchases were done with a lot of electronium. Um, to be honest, I probably spent well over $1 million electronium in Splinterlands. Well over $1 million electronium in Splinterlands. Um, and it was a real good use of my electronium at the time, and I'm happy with that. And electronium has a lot of great stuff going on. I just picked up a small handful the other day at a good price when I saw it hit bottom on the MACD and flip. So over the next 8-10 weeks, I'm expecting electronium to gain in value. But and of course they have a whole bunch of news that's going to keep electronium in the spotlight for a good 6 months. I mean, they have over 40 different announcements. So that's a tough call. And you have to keep in mind, I've had my assets in Splinterlands for over a year, and it has cycled to the next level. And that's, because initially I was concerned, hey, I'm spending all these electronium, I spent some ether, I spent some Bitcoin, and then the price of Bitcoin and all that went up, and I was like, oh geez, did I make the right decision? But a year later, yeah, I made the right decision. At the time, you want to get more, but you're like, but you can build slowly. And the nice thing about it is that you can play the game. We have a lot of guys in Nigeria and a few other places. They've been just playing, gathering cards, and over the last year, they've built themselves up a nice little bag of Splinterlands assets that has brought them value, and they're real happy, even with the limited amount of time that they have to play. It's been really, really exciting. Tintin, how you doing, Dino? Yeah, been doing great, Tintin. A lot going on in the world, a lot going on in crypto. Let's see here. This is like the metaverse, Escher says. Yeah, in a way, it really is, because the brilliance of Matt and Aggro, they've put together. Not only can you just battle, see you can get into the battling if you enjoy the game a lot. I like the battle cards. I have a lot of fun with those. I kind of did those when I was young, and so it has a warm fuzzy in my heart to do those, to play those types of games, and so I enjoy it. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time as I'd like, as I'm doing other stuff, but I've been focusing more time on Splinterlands lately. It just mathematically makes sense to do such, but the fact of the matter is that you can battle, you can earn the cards, you have an asset, you get an airdrop because you have the asset. You can put other cryptocurrency into it to buy more and other specialty cards. And the cool thing about it is, I don't have time. I have what, thousands and thousands of cards, and I can't play them all. I have duplicates. I put them up on the rental system, so they can generate income for me. Passive income. You just put them up there and you say, hey, this is how much I want to rent them for, and I give it a fair price. I don't make as much as probably I could, but I prefer to get them rented, and they're just sitting there anyway. So they can generate dark energy crystals for you, where you can make some money that goes back into the game. Now, if you keep the dark energy crystals, you get more airdrops. I mean, it just keeps building on each other. So, which is pretty exciting in its own way. So you can either cash it out. You can take the dark energy crystals and buy more cards, so you have more assets in the game. And then if you do that, you get more Splinterlands tokens airdrop to you. They're airdropping 10% of all the Splinterlands tokens to the community. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. So, I mean, there's just so many ways. And then the nice thing about it is that they're going to, they came up with land. And going back to the metaverse, there's land, and, that's all been sold, but you can buy it. You can buy it, from another party. There's a lot of land. The plots. There was 150,000 plots of land sold, and they're out there. And a single plot of land today, at the 8 months ago, you could buy a plot of land for $20 off the game in the shop. Today, a plot of land goes for, yesterday I checked, it was like $775. So for every $20.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Sorry about that. Every $20 turned into $750, $800, and that can fluctuate. I've seen, a few months ago, a plot of land was selling for $495, $500, and I saw it go up to $600. So right now, people are wanting the land, because the nice thing about it is that you'll be able to take the land and put a creature on it. And there'll be different levels of land, some that create a lot of resources and some that are just common. And you'll be able to put a creature on it, and it'll generate resources. So let's say you get a plot of woodlands, you can put a creature on it, and it might gather wood. And then you can take the wood and build a building, and maybe build a mill. And you could take the wood and turn it into boards, planks of wood, which will have more value than just a log, And then you can turn around and sell them for more. You can sell them for Splinterlands coins or dark energy crystals. And so your creatures can actually have a business in an economy game. You have your battling game, but there'll also be an economy game inside Splinterlands, where you can, if you like those farming games, you'll be able to just go out there and farm. But you could turn it into a real asset, a real life asset that you can, sell to others or use to make things with. Pretty exciting, pretty amazing. And they're going to start to, people that have the tokens for their land plots, I think sometime, it's possible in December, they were planning to let you open the plots so you can see what your plots are, how good they are. Then there's totems that you can put on the plot so that it'll gather more than, you'll get like a bonus multiplier. And you'll be able to put your creatures on them. That's why, having the cards are going to be important, to put a good creature on the card and on the plot of land, and so you can gather those resources. So it's going to add a whole nother means of means of generating assets in the game. It is an alternate reality. It is a metaverse. So yeah, I agree with you 100% there. Okay, so Tintin says, after purchasing the spell book, can we earn not playing games? Yeah, so the spell book, to keep robots from just going in there and then just opening accounts and farming and stealing the stuff. You can play to understand the game, and you get the initial cards so you can learn how to play. But if you buy a spell book, it's $10, and that goes to the developers. That allows you to then win cards. It's a place to put your creatures. You have to put the creatures in the spell book. So if you don't have a spell book, you're not going to get bonus cards, and you'll have no place to really put the cards. So you want to spend, once you get the feel of it. Once you go to the Digispin Telegram group, the Digispin Furious Chickens Telegram group, and ask lots of questions, because there's a lot to learn, not only on how to play the game and techniques and skill that you need to play the game, but there's the economies of how to move stuff around and to maximize value for yourself. So yeah, you're gonna want that spell book at some point to be able to put your creatures in. So yeah, expect to spend $10 at some point. Absolutely. World Class says you can trade cards. Yeah, you can put them up for sale. You put them in the market. It's in the game, so you can list your asset. You can rent it. And renting, you might make 5 cents, a penny a day, 5 cents on the card. There are some cards that you can make $2 a day, because it's if I'm renting, I have a card that's worth $1,000. I'm not going to rent it for a penny a day. It's going to rent for a few dollars a day. But it'll bring value to the person who's renting it, obviously, for them to do that. So that's how that works. Or you can sell the card and trade it. Jeff Guitar saying, hey, I've been in the game since 2018. Invested in 3 years over $5,000. That's fantastic. And Jeff says his account. So Jeff, he's been playing for 3 years. God bless you. I wish I knew about it prior. I saw the ads. I just didn't act like I didn't act with Bitcoin. I get angry with myself because I was following Bitcoin since 2010, and I just didn't act. Sometimes you get busy with life and you just don't act. And so by the time I did, I wasn't able to realize the full potential that was available. So Jeff here, he was smart enough to see a great game in over 3 years. So he's built himself up. He's built himself up a nice bag, and one day he'll be able to either realize those gains, or just keep skimming off the top, so that you have a passive income that comes to you every day or every few days. And he says he's got cards that he rents out. He makes about $200 a day. It's changed my life. God bless you, man. You're my hero. You're my hero. If I could make $200 a day, that would be fantastic. At 7 days, it's $1,400 a week. Jeez, that's a full-time job. It's not rap star money, but it's enough to supplement your life, and to be able to get by. So yeah, it's changed your life. Absolutely. God bless you. World Class says, I want to try this, but I either have to use ETN or slowly put in fiat. Yeah, you can build slow. Right now, they're the new Chaos cards. They're in pre-sale, and probably sometime end of December, maybe January, they'll go open sale. So if you don't have a lot of assets, you're not going to get a lot of vouchers. So you won't be able to buy the pre-sale cards. But once they go open sale, you'll be able to get a pack for $4. And initially I was like $4 on it. I'm only getting cards that are worth, $1. But that turns around once the cards are gone. That turns around real quick. All right, and all of a sudden now those cards are worth more than the pack that you paid for them. At the time, the cards that we were buying in the last deck, they were $2 a pack. They were $2 a pack, and I think the packs of cards are now, because you can't get the packs anymore, and those that still have some, they're selling them for, I don't know, $50, $60. It's crazy. It's pretty amazing. World Class says he just joined Furious Chickens. Fantastic, good for you. I'm going to tell you something. We have the best Splinterlands Telegram group there is out there. The people there know so much more than me. They're brilliant. I want a big shout out to Crypto Dog and Crypto Man, who run the group for us. Obviously, I'm in there quite often also. And these guys, I asked them questions because they know all the ins and outs. They know how to maximize value. They know how to earn. They know how to play the game. You want to interact with them. And then a select few have been accepted into we have a guild, and the Furious Chickens Guild, and the players that have potential and that are really into it, we've added them to the guild. There is a limited amount of spots that is available in the guild, and I think at this point, when we first started, we were pretty much, anybody wanted to join because we had to fill so many spots. But now at this point here, I'm pretty sure the guild's looking for folks that are really paying attention. It has nothing to do with how much assets you have, because we have beginner players to the advanced players. We're not uppity and stuffy. We're having fun, okay, and we're helping each other. But we do want to have people in the guild that are involved, that really want to play this, because there's people making a living playing the game. And it's fascinating to me to see that happen. It's just fascinating. Jeff says he's buying the Splinterlands token, SPS, with his rental income, hoping for the big blast like the Axie token. Yeah, it's possible. Jeff, I really feel that we'll see the dollar out of. We've come close to $1 already. I think at one point it was up at 87 cents. 90 cents. I think at some point we will definitely see $1 for Splinterlands coins. Once they stop doing the drop, that's going to put a little pressure on the value of the coin. And though there'll still be a lot of them out there in private hands, there's still a lot that can, like, you'll be able to take Splinterlands coins and stake them on a player, and every time that player wins a hand, you'll be able to earn more Splinterlands coins. So that's kind of fascinating to me, where you can back up a player with the coin itself, and if they win, you earn some extra Splinterland coins, and that's going to be a whole nother airdrop, and that's going to go on for like 4 years, where you'll be able to stake and earn on players. And knowing Matt and Aggro, they'll have other opportunities to use the Splinterlands coins. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a way to apply them to property, to the plots of land. Um, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see, a plot of land go for. The really good plots are going to be very expensive. I think those are going to be $10,000-$15,000 plots. I think common. I wouldn't be surprised to see common plots stay in that $500 to $1,000 range. So that's pretty exciting. Hey, Zach's out there. How you doing there? Steve saying, yeah, it's changed my life because I got in years ago and just kept collecting, kept earning them. I'm in the same space as my buddy Jeff, and he's put in $5,000, and he's 100x'd it. So don't miss out on SPS. We broke $500,000 accounts. That is only 30 packs each account, and the next set will be sold out. Yeah, I think you're right there, Steve. I think they went with the new packs. They went 10 times the amount of packs that was in the last deck, the last pack opening availability. So they made it 10 times bigger, thinking that's going to be an abundance of cards, so that everybody can get their hands on some. And I'm not so sure that it's gonna. I have a feeling it's gonna. The last deck sold out within a year, and I wouldn't be surprised if these sell out in 6 to 9 months. All the cards. Quite frankly, I think it'll be 6 months. I know, and the reason is because the players that are already involved with Splinterlands have learned that there is value in this game, and they're not going to make the same mistake twice. They're going to make sure that they scoop up, and if they start seeing cards for a penny and 5 cents, they're going to disappear. and they're gonna know. Like last time, I bought a few hundred packs here, about a few hundred packs there. I think maybe I got 600 packs or whatever, and I thought I was splurging at the time. I ain't gonna make that mistake again. So when you have all of the OGs in the game, like Steve and what was it, Steve and Jeff, they have some assets in the game, and they're going to be on a constant stroll of buying those packs, probably at a rate of 5 or 10 to 1 that they did last time. And with the new players coming in, the cards are going to probably disappear. I would not be surprised to see all the packs, 10 million packs. I think it's 10 million packs. Maybe it's more. I would not be surprised to see all of the packs disappear in 6 months or less. I think that's a very realistic situation. And then when they have to create a new series of deck of cards, these cards will become more valuable because there ain't none more left. And if you want them, you got to go for them. The really good cards, there are some cards out there. They sold one NFT card, the Little Prince. They sold for $50,000 last week. $50,000 for that NFT. That's pretty exciting. All right. Yeah, we're growing fast. Absolutely. People I know are saying one day. No, it's not gonna sell. You're not going to sell out in one day. It could be as fast as 2 months. I think it'll take 6 months. And I'm conservative. So I'm going to put anywhere between 2 and 6 months. but I'm with you. This game has consistently I've underestimated it. I've underestimated Splinterlands every step of the way. Not only in buying the packs, what the value of the packs are, but the creativity of Matt and Aggrode to come up with more functionality, interaction, playability, fun, design. These guys are maestros, and they just keep coming up with stuff. I've underestimated everything, every step of the way with this game, and I'm pledging now. I ain't gonna make that same mistake. I'm just not gonna make that same mistake. But I'm calling 2 to 6 months that they'll sell the deck. It ain't gonna be one day. And if I'm wrong, I'll come out here and I'll admit it. I'll tell you. 15 million, 3 million B vouchers, then drop. So there's 15 million, not 10. Yeah, 15 million. I think those 12 million, he thinks that 12 million packs are going to sell in a month. Well, what, there's 400,000 registered users, and they have what, 250,000 active players on any given day. So, if you get 10 million, you know, if you do the math, if you got a 250,000, I'm doing this all off the top of my head. So four packs would be a million. So if you times that times 10, so if every player bought 40 packs, the cards would be gone. And is that possible? Yeah, it's possible. I would see. Here's the thing. I am so gung ho. I'm so gung ho with this game, and I'm gonna really I'm not gonna hold back this time. But every time it's exceeded my wildest expectations. I figured, yeah, they'll sell this many. It'll take 6 months. And, the stuff disappears faster and faster and faster. And the values have gone up so much. It's just constantly exceeded my expectation. I'm not holding back. If it goes... if it goes that fast, then at least I could say there was nothing I could do. I put in everything that I got. And that's just the way life is. Sometimes you only get one slice. You don't get to go back for two. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it is possible. Yeah, the packs have a history of going up 40x. Absolutely. I went full bore when Land came out and pushed myself to buy 2 tracks and wanted 1,000 Untamed, but only got 300 before they sold out. The Untamed shocked me because I stepped away from the game for a few months. I had a lot going on in my company and that I had to take care of. And I stepped away from the game for 3 months. And in that 3 months, everything went berserk. Everything just sold, and there were so many new plays. And if you think about it, a lot of these, if a game goes viral, you look at these big brand name game companies, and you're talking millions. They have what? Well, how many people playing World of Warcraft at its high point? Wasn't it like 40 million people? It was some god awful number. It was really some god awful number. And if you think about it, if you got you only got 250,000 daily players, and this thing, can pull in 10 million players. The value of cards and and land and stuff is just goes insane. I mean, there's not enough land to give everybody. There's 250,000 daily players, or with spell books, or 250,000. That was last time I checked, last month. With spell books, every one of them can't own one plot of land. It's like Bitcoin. There's not enough for every millionaire to buy one Bitcoin, and there's not enough land for every player that own a lot. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, we only need each account to buy 40-ish packs, Steve says. That's the math I just came out with. You get the 1,000 deal if you pre-order 870 bonus. If you can get there, Jeff. Yeah, it could be a cool 26,000 to spend on packs with the bonus. You guys obviously know what you're doing. Hey, visit the Digitspin Telegram, the Furious Chickens. Obviously, I have the Digitspin Crypto Telegram, but we also have the Digitspin Furious Chickens Telegram. Stop by, say hello to the guys. I gotta go pick up my lunch, so I'm gonna call it, because this video will end up. It's already 46 minutes, and a lot longer than I ever dreamt of spending. So you guys have a lot of fun. I'm going to talk to you again soon. Look for my next videos. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you stopping by. You guys are awesome. You, my favorite viewer, get into Splinterlands while you still can.